Hi guys, Alabama Slamma parked provocatively in the designated spot here at the Pincushion Mountain hiking trailhead entrance. I was just commenting recently how my regular YouTube content of me fishing from shore at an impossibly beautiful spot, waxing poetic about all things, has kind of exhausted itself. There's only so much more I can do with that and maintain interest for both me and you. When this hike that I've never done before came up in my social feeds, so we're gonna go vaguely up that way, and for a bit of bearings, Okanagan Lake, Penticton is, Peachland is about 5 minutes that way. Penticton's about 15 minutes that way. Some kind of nice scenery in the background there. Let's get at it. I think there's more columns here. There are more columns here. I believe that might be what we're looking at back that way. If there are, we'll certainly make the world aware. Unmaintained Crownland Trail, intermediate and well-equipped hikers. This is this. I've actually got proper footwear today. I've got some water. I've got some snacks. And I've got a sweatshirt in case there is a radical temperature change as we increase elevation, which I've sometimes experienced in the past. Being ill prepared. I'm normally dressed for a barbecue in the suburbs. Summer months anyway, because whenever I do this stuff, it's always last minute whim. Like today, had no plans or intention of doing this. Let's carry on. Bit of a sprinkle happening with the northernmost desert climate in the world being this area. The summer months especially are very, very dry. Very little, if any, precipitation or moisture at all. So for some, myself included, any precip this way is welcomed enthusiastically. So represents a couple of things. Some moisture, which is always nice, and also it's a transition in the seasons as well. That's an indication of that we're coming on to winter months and everything that represents in this part of the world. Seems like a trail kind of comes up this way, but I'm not seeing a very, oh, it kind of does, I guess. We'll carry on and get up towards this type of material, because yes, the hike is great, the hike is fun, but I think some of you know what I'm looking for. And this is prime location because it has the feel of the basalt columns. And I'm not going to overdo this, but where you get the columns, get the megaliths. And I'm all about the hike today, but I'm really not feeling getting bushwhacked and way back country kind of thing going on, where I'm cut up and scratched up and maybe bleeding in a few little parts. So we're gonna, by and large, stick to some kind of a trail and not get too enthusiastic about the off trail stuff, as interesting as these rocks all are. I think I'm about halfway up Pincushion 3 trail, and the trail itself is not a challenge. It kind of winds around onto itself and If you've got any half decent footwear, you're fine. There it is going down. What I'm hoping to do is get up there, but I've never been, so I really don't know. I'm just gonna go with it, enjoying the sweat and the cardio and the views and the beauty that this provides. So, trying to give you a little indication here. We can carry on sort of straight or up that way. We're gonna go up that way to breathe a little heavier. Oh my God, one of the viewpoints on this incredible hike. Really glad I decided to do this, as almost always when I go on a wander. Those are the Peachland suburbs right there. That's Okanagan Lake. Just had a conversation with a couple hiking by me as I'm doing this here, and they asked if the dog I was with had lost its tag, and I said no, I didn't come with a dog. And they said, oh, we both could have sworn we saw a small brown animal walking with you behind you earlier. And no, okay, no. So I don't know. How's that for you? Ooh. And the cardio. It's a beautiful thing, but this place is a bit of a go. I haven't done cardio in a while, and certainly haven't done specific leg work in a long time. I can see why they give words of caution for folks that are starting this one. Again, the trail is not really arduous. You don't need a rope or any of that, near vertical or anything, but the extent of the continuous incline. I like how they do the rocks there. You get after it in the most beautiful way. So, aiming for there. Trail goes there, gets even more vertical. Lake back there. Sweat right here. Let's carry on. Hell yeah. So once you kind of traverse the first peak, I wasn't aware, but there's all this opportunity down the other side as well. Not much that it's picking up, but it's incredible. As is that old girl. And then we carry on up there. I don't think there's too much upwards vertical left. Really good kick. I'd love to get that carbon dated. Nice old tree there. And then the lake. Ooh. From the downed ancient tree. And then I would bet that we're kind of coming to the end of it here. You can go the other direction from here. This is basically staying right the whole way up. Cautious. That's not a fun drop. Interesting. With the rocks. No megalith, but still cool. With the rock formations there. I think I can safely go ahead and call this the best hike that I've experienced in the sort of the Okanagan, right? I love that section of the lake view up there. It's certainly a challenge. I'm not in the best shape of my life, but it's getting me breathy and sweaty. So we can continue there, but I don't know how far that's going to go. And this looks like it's got more range to it this direction, so we'll carry on here. I like how round that is, that portion of the tree there. And I see another photo, so we'll do that and get back to it in a sec. Great shots from there. Great shots from there. Let us carry on. I would describe what I'm doing right now as, for the summer months anyway, probably one of the better, or if not the best, ways I can think of to spend my time. I'm covered in sweat, using leg muscle groups that I don't often use in the summer months. The air is good, the people are friendly. Some odd scenarios with small black dogs that or animals following me around. Two hikers confirmed. Haven't seen them since. And yeah, life just feels good. Last bit was from just on the other side of this rock mound here, and I came around the back of this because I really had to relieve myself, and you try to do that in private. And an uncanny amount of really good photographic and video material that I've observed and captured over the years is the result of me urgently needing to urinate. Witness this, as I'm about to photograph, looks identical to many of the material or the paintings done by a famous Canadian group of painters called the Group of Seven. This is a Group of Seven piece right here, and I'm going to get a really good photo out of it. Yet again, as a result of really having to go. The wander imperative kicks in with me, as always. And I just have to see what's around that next bend, which is happening right now. And there's some nice stuff around that next bend in this area. But I would really like to, today anyway, try and get up to those things I keep mentioning. One thing we haven't done in a while is a gratuitous cliff shot. There's your gratuitous cliff shot right there. It's a nice one. Trying to decide where would be a good spot to stop and have a quick bite. And I think I'm maybe looking at it right there. I really like that view of the mountains and the lakes straight ahead there. Quick little snack break. That was the view. I gotta get a shot of that. I can't leave without taking a photo of that. Back in a sec. I had to get a shot of that. Loving the symmetry of these. So another aspect of my process here today is somewhat of a celebration of the fact that I still have the ability to do this. When we perform exercise, I read or saw somewhere, and it's perceived as voluntary, the benefits are supposedly much more extreme than when it's feeling like a chore. So part of what I do while I do this is focus on the fact that this is in fact a celebration of still being able to do this beyond gratuitous cliff shot. That's a good one. I'll just show you where we're going. We're going down to this little viewpoint right here, and we're going to look over there as we discuss these issues. A little more caution in this little section because not going to happen, knock wood, God forbid, but if you pitch it here, as you can see, you're going to have a bad day. So we're not going to pitch it. We're going to, with caution and grace and urbane debonair, that is our norm. We're going to get right to this cliff edge here. And yeah, it's nice. It's dangerous, which kind of gets my Irish up a little bit, I guess. Yeah, okay, let's focus here. Yeah. Gratuitous cliff shot. Yeah. There's obvious benefits to the exercise I'm involved in, the fresh air, the views, everything else. So I've met some pleasant hikers while I've been here as well, but there's a joy as well also to that feeling of being really glad you decided to do something. And I'm really glad I decided to do this, to come here. And again, I'll be back. Looks like the trail goes down there. I'm not, but looks like it does. Glad I came. You know what may be an incredible moment, hopefully will be an incredible moment. Okay, it's not now, but if I have the camera rolling like I do right now, and I find the megalith. I get first visual. I haven't. I'm gonna explore the hell out of that thing before I say a word about it. Because with all of them, you can get inside. So yeah, I think it'd be an incredible moment if I'm doing my bit here and I kind of go, oh, there it is. Wow, let's go check that out. I won't say anything, but and I'm way out, right? But this little bit right here kind of had me curious because it did look a little symmetrical. And then I can't get it. Yeah, I don't think the camera's gonna get it. Give you a little sense of this. This is how far away we are, right? But without my glasses, I'm getting a visual on these things. I'm not, but if I was a climber, I'd be eyeballing that thing right there, going, I think I can, whatever it's called, descend from above right there, and then make your way down. Just hang out, looking over it. All you survey. Yeah, I figure I might as well just roll here. In the interests of content. It does look like it's an option for the truly adventurous to go down there. Again, I'm not. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Look at this. This is what I mean by we're gonna pay attention. Just gonna point at it, yeah, right there. See what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, we're not going near that. Going back up. So this suddenly became a little bit adventurous anyway. Just a slight danger element. You don't have to come anywhere near this, by the way. You just stay on the main trail. And I don't even know if you'd be aware of this. I just decided to be a bit of a hooligan. Not much, really. Not a big deal. Keep the sweat going. I was told by some other hikers that there's a flag spot that is generally the spot people take a break and have lunch and whatnot. So we're trying for that. I have reestablished the trail. And makes it easier when there's big yellow arrows showing you where to go. Okay, I think this is a really good reveal shot, so I'll turn around here. There's the flag spot. I don't know, I'll go, but I'm kind of liking this spot. And just so you're aware, I was told that it's an option here. I'm not doing it today. I'm almost done. I've got very little legs left, but on the other side, so over there, you can hike up to, like right there and look down at all of this from that vantage, which I'm sure is incredibly dramatic. as is this. There's another arrow indicating, hike this way. Calling it and heading back. I'm sure I'll get a few more shots on the way down. Photos if nothing else, but I am incredibly pleased with how the day progressed today. I don't know if you're familiar with the legend of Ogopogo. It's a very, very large creature that lives in Okanagan Lake right here. 100 kilometers long, at least a kilometer deep, this lake. There are sturgeon in there that weigh 700 pounds. I don't know how many kilos that is. And the light patterns on the lake create deceptively familiar looking creatures. I can't even speak, I'm so tired, which is a good thing because it means I'm exerted, exhausted. And if we look closely there, we have what easily could be mistaken for an Ogopogo monster. If that camera had any kind of zoom whatsoever, I'd get in for a closer look, but it is not. What is making this noise here? Oh, that's this tree right here. There's an insect kind of burrowing, and that's what that noise is. It's not any larger concern than that. So let's a little more hydrate, and down we go. As always, incredibly glad I decided to come up and do this wander. It's kind of hard to feel sad, forlorn, duress, concerned, any form of real imperative after you've had a couple of hours of pretty good cardio. My legs are done with this. I'm not in the best shape I've ever been in my life, but I'm in okay shape, I guess, that way. And I am done, and I've still got to go down. So it's a great workout. They do kind of warn you on, there's a ranking thing they give or something. I don't know. But it's not arduous terrain. It's just, it takes it out of you. It kicks this thing. It really does. And as always, I'm really glad I came. What did we go over today? Issues with clones. Celebrating while engaging in things like this. The fact that you're able to do so. Turning it into a celebration in that way makes it all the more joyous as the benefits of all the benefits of the exercise start to take effect. I know, right? Too bad about the view. A fantastic factor that has been a part of things today for anyone who takes photos or videos or just, plays around with YouTube or is into any of it. There is so much on offer here visually that you're really tempted to stop and capture. That if the exercise element of it is your priority, it becomes a challenge to force yourself to keep going and not stop overly frequently in order to capture another visual that you're observing. And it's what you could call one of the best problems to have ever in life. You have to stop yourself from getting the camera out and capturing all this beauty that you're fortunate enough to be observing, because what you really want to do is get back at the hike and get the cardio kicking again. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a good problem. Like several of the spots I've been fortunate enough to visit in the last little while, I just don't feel like leaving this one. So I've reestablished the trail down. That's kind of it right there. Not like it was a huge issue anyway, but we're gonna make it back down. After I stand and listen to the wind a little bit here today, that wind you hear on the mic right now, sorry about that, and enjoy the transition from summer to fall, just starting in this part of the world, and from day to evening, twilight, dusk, that's just starting here as well, with a loud vehicle in the distance. A few more minutes of it, and then we'll carry on.